this situation somehow got worse. Now, this is something that I'm pretty sure no one saw coming, but I'm not complaining because this drama is really entertaining, and it's not the only thing that matters at the end of the day. So, what am I talking about? Well, let me catch you up. Not so long ago, an extremely popular streamer named Hassan ended up getting all of Twitter mad at him. And I mean, they were actually angry, which is something really hard to do. Most of the time when people are mad on Twitter, it's usually not really that much of a big deal, and it's just people making something pretty small extremely big just because it will get a lot of attention and views. But no, he was able to do the impossible, and a lot of people are actually mad at him because he ended up saying something that made absolutely no sense. It made everyone really confused. This is the take that Hassan ended up making.
Yes, a real job can be gruesome, a real job can make you very tired, but a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
So I'm pretty sure I don't need to explain why this just makes no sense. Obviously, working a real job is way more harder than being a content creator, especially if you're someone who's as big as Hassan, who basically just sits down all day in his $1 million mansion and mostly just reacts to other people's video. And that job is so difficult for him that when he's reacting, he's not even there. He will spend most of his time just getting up and you will just see a chair for 30 minutes as someone else's videos playing on stream. But I guess for him, that is something extremely draining, and it's harder than working a normal job. Now, obviously, this got a lot of people mad, and I thought this was the ending of the drama. Well, was I completely wrong, because I didn't even think this was possible. Another content creator came out, and he made a take that's so bad, I'm confident that he has to be one of the most delusional and out-of-touch content creators on the platform, and that is being Asmongold. He was able to do something legendary, and that is, he was able to make Twitter mad at him, and also had his community completely turn on him temporarily. And that is something extremely shocking, because Asmongold's community is probably one of the biggest echo chambers I have ever seen on the internet. I mean, literally in his Twitch chat, if you try to disagree with him, he will literally block you. But this is one case where his opinion was so bad, the whole community is mad at him, and it looks like he can't even stop it. So obviously, seeing all of the people in his community mad at him, I had to see what's going on. So he ended up releasing 2 videos talking about this situation, and I wanted to go and watch them with you, and to show you why they are just extremely bad, incredibly tone-deaf, and you can tell that this guy is disconnected from reality from these takes.
So people getting mad. It's a bad take. What's it a bad take of? He says that he gets exhausted socially because he's talking to people for 9 hours a day. You really think that's not true? I mean, you really think it's not true that after you spend 9 hours being investigated by thousands of people, with every facial movement, everything you say, every word, with people constantly trying to disagree with you and fight with you, that's not socially draining?
Well, this is a bad take for multiple reasons. One, Asmongold ended up doing the most powerful move, something that you see a lot of Twitter users do, and that is just 1, completely make something up, or 2, what he ended up doing, just completely ignoring one piece of the whole video. No, Hassan didn't say that. The main reason why people are mad at him is because in the video, he ended up saying that his job as a streamer is way more socially draining than working a normal job. The only example that I end up using as, oh, this job could be more draining than streaming is retail working. Like, that's really it. So according to Hassan logic, if you're a retail worker, yeah, your job is way more draining than content creation. But everything else, no. Me sitting down all day for 9 hours streaming, that's way more draining. The fact that Asmongold just completely ignored that whole part of the video just so he can sound right is absolutely insane. The second reason why this take just absolutely makes no sense is you and Hassan having to stream extremely long hours is 100% self-inflicted. This is something that a lot of people ended up pointing out. You guys are the one who gets to choose to stream 9 hours every single day. That is your choice, and that is the decision that you are making because you are extremely greedy and you want to make more money. So because of that, you are streaming longer hours. I don't understand why this is something that I feel like these extremely big streamers just can't realize. That's one reason why a lot of people just don't feel bad for them, because they are in big enough positions where they don't need to do that. And this is something that is just extremely funny that he can't realize, because one of the best part of this whole video easily has to be like the first couple of seconds, because when he first started the video, Asmongold ended up saying this.
I actually wasn't even planning on streaming today. I was like, I think I'm gonna just take the day off.
I actually wasn't even planning to stream today. I was gonna go and take the day off. So you are in a position where you can basically just go like, you know what, I'm just not going to work today. I just don't feel like it. I'm gonna take a break. A position that literally 99% of people in the world straight up just can't do. They have to work when they don't want to because, you know, they have to live and eat food. But you are someone who is in a position where you can just not work because you don't feel like it and still just be perfectly fine and still have an audience to watch you. So the fact that it seems like you are so out of touch, you can't realize that privilege, and then you want to go on stream and talk about, look how extremely hard my life is. But don't worry, Asmongold still seems to be connected to people who do work, because later on in the video, he ended up saying this amazing take.
He makes thousands of dollars a day. Him making takes, trying to relate to normal working people is stupid. Well, there are normal working people that also make thousands of dollars a day. So, like, I don't really understand, like, what your point is.
You know what, I have absolutely no idea who this guy is talking to, but I feel like we really all need to know about these normal working people who just make thousands of dollars every single day. Like, that is just something extremely normal that just average, everyday people do. I'm pretty sure all of you guys know one person who just casually makes thousands of dollars every single day, clocking into his job and not struggling at all. It is absolutely insane how disconnected these people are to reality, and they still try to pretend like, oh, we're not, we're actually just best friends and all of us are together in the same struggle. Very interesting. And plus, it's also extremely hypocritical for Asmongold to say something like this, to go on stream and try to make people feel extremely bad for him. Because Asmongold is the same person who proudly stood up and say stuff like, artists' opinion do not matter and no one cares about their struggles, and also proudly said that game devs need to stop complaining about how hard their work is because absolutely no one cares about stuff like that. But then the split second people start insulting Hassan, you know, a streamer, a career that Asmongold has, suddenly that logic just stops, and he needs to go and play the pity party and try to look like the saddest person in the room, even though he's making millions of dollars sitting down on his chair, which is probably covered in cockroaches. Now, let me go and bring up the response video, because I know for a fact if an Asmongold fan watched this, they're automatically going to bring that up, and this response video is not good at all. Now, in this video, he's reacting to a video that Abba and Preach ended up uploading, another content creator who ended up talking about this situation. This is a absolutely terrible video. Now, obviously, it's 1 hour long, so I'm basically just going to summarize what Asmongold is basically trying to do. In this video, he's trying to do the same tactic that you will see like a CEO of an extremely big gaming company do when they just say an absolutely terrible take. He's trying to basically blame the audience and go like, no, I didn't say an extremely bad take. Actually, you guys are just completely misunderstanding all of my takes, and I am actually right. And one blatantly obvious example of this is when in the Abba and Preach video, they ended up calling out Asmongold on his hypocrisy and saying how it's extremely dumb for him to say stuff like, game designers need to stop complaining about their job being difficult, but Asmongold can walk around and go and complain about his job being hard, and this is the excuse he tries to use to defend that take.
No, I don't expect it at all, and I know that I won't get it. No, he's totally right. This is a complete contradiction of what I'm saying, And that's what I was talking about before with like how I think things should be versus how I think things are. And like, in my opinion, I find it to be problematic that people think that way, but I also know that that's true. Does that make sense?
Now, thankfully, a lot of people in the comment section actually ended up seeing right through this, and even some people in the chat, which I'm going to censor because showing Twitch chat on a YouTube video is something that you just do not do because people say absolutely crazy thing there, but everyone was basically able to see through this little tactic that he was trying to do. No one is going to fall for that except your super hardcore meat riders, but those people, you can literally do the worst thing in the world and they're going to find a way to defend you. We all know what you were trying to say when you say stuff like that. You're not actually trying to make a message and go like, this is how the world really is. No, you are saying your opinion. And now, all because you are getting called out on that opinion for it being extremely bad, you can't suddenly pull back and say that actually you guys are in the wrong because this is my true intention. You can't do something like that. You just said a bad take. Everyone says one. I have, you have, just move on. But before I leave, I just want to show one more clip, which I think is just extremely funny.
I think that in terms of lifestyle, I don't think that my lifestyle is that much different than most of your lifestyles, to be totally honest with you. Like I play, well, I mean, in terms of like outside of what my job is, I think that it's basically about the same for a lot of people. You shower? Yeah, I don't think it's like really that dramatic or that much different. Yeah, if you take out what I do outside of like my streams. Yeah, it used to be until I get a job. Yeah, there you go.
You know, one of my favorite things on the internet is when millionaires, celebrities, and extremely big corporate company try to act like one of your friends and pretend that you and them are exactly the same. No, Asmongold, your lifestyle is not similar to the people who are watching your video at all. You are making significantly more money than them, and you are living a way more easier life than them. All because you guys, I don't know, maybe buy the same groceries, both eat at McDonald's, or maybe both shop at Walmart, doesn't mean you two live the same lifestyle. And I'm not gonna lie, not a lot of things get me angry on the internet, but that is one thing that does. When people like this try to pretend and act like they're one of us, that's the main reason why I always make fun of companies like OppaGX and their cringe Twitter account trying to be like, look, we're like everyone else. We like anime too. We have a VTuber. It's just extremely tone deaf, but thankfully, people are actually cooking him for this take. Anyway, that's it. I hope this situation is over, and even if it's not, I'm not going to talk about it anymore, unless another content creator says something extremely stupid. But anyway, that's it. Do you agree with me? Am I saying an extremely good take? Do you think I'm actually wrong, and do you agree with Asmongold? So tell me in the comment section below. Anyway, that's it. My name is Lua. This is just something that I want to talk about. You have a good day or night. See ya.